What is going on, guys? Philip at Trade Genius. All right, I got another sentiment indicator. This is again from the Tide.io. This is an indicator that they have. They measure the amount of Twitter volume relative to Bitcoin. So, and they also do it for other coins, but I wanted to show you how it behaves with the price of Bitcoin and how you can kind of use this to indicate where price might be stalling out or ready for a pullback. So one thing to point out is kind of the constant volumes you get when price is consolidating, and you'll notice that it kind of gyrates. You know, these are the cycles, I guess, from the Twitter volume. These are daily bars, and you'll see that it kind of cycles up and down, which is interesting, but it stays below that 25,000 level, and that's where we are now. We're doing kind of the same thing as we are consolidating. So typical behavior of consolidation, what you'll notice is once the consolidation is over, you see this big sharp move. So that's something we'll be eyeing over here. We are starting to poke our head above that 25,000 level, but we want to make sure we're not like these last two cycles. So we'll keep an eye on that. If it does poke its head up and starts moving up to the 30,000 daily range, then we may have a potential move on our hands out of this zone. One thing to note are these upper levels, 40,000 Twitter volume. You're going to see a little bit of a stall out on the momentum out of this move. Kind of hits its head at this level, does grind upwards, but then consolidates in this level. The Twitter volumes kind of settle back down before the move starts picking back up again. One thing you'll notice too is when price is trending, we're going to stay above that 25,000 volume line versus when price is coming down or consolidating, it tends to gyrate under that 25,000 line. So it's also kind of confirms what mood the price cycle action is in. So on these other levels, 40,000, you'll notice that the next spike up to that 40,000 level was a local top. Price rolls over there, so if you're trading that, it might be a good spot to get short. We had another move close to 40,000, but not quite. There was a pullback there, and then we had another subsequent spike to 40,000 in this area. You'll notice that it rolled over from there as well, and then price consolidates, moves back up. Next level you want to look at is the 50,000 volume level, and you'll notice that we spiked into that initially. We got a couple of wicks, and actually if you zoom in on these, you'll notice that the highs here were about 11,138 and the lows around 10,566. So when we're getting these high readings, you can expect that you'll probably see some kind of volatility. And if you're looking to swing short, there's actually a move there, even though on the daily bars it doesn't look like much of a pullback. There actually was a substantial range in there. And then the next time we get over 50,000, obviously here at the top, and that was a big one. Now that spiked all the way up to 73,000 plus. So if you get those really high readings, especially toward the end of, or as a move is climaxing like we see here, moving up, that's a big red flag to get short. So that's also another one to note is readings north of 70, that's going to be a top. Now they haven't been running this indicator that long. I think it's been going for about a year or so. So this is like the first up move cycle that we've seen. So some of these initial readings are kind of like mileposts for reference. If we see another similar move, we get those volumes that are north of 60,000-70,000 on Twitter. That would be considered bearish. Price consolidates, tried to move back up. We got another spike above 50, and that didn't last very long, and it rolled over pretty hard. And after that, price gradually made lower lows and lower highs. But you'll notice that the Twitter volume stayed above that 25,000 line. So this whole time this thing was basing. So as we saw these lows being established, and the Twitter volume was not going lower, it's telling you that those are buyable pullbacks, right? Even though that you're making lower highs, you can still play that range. And then finally, on this move down, you'll see the Twitter volume starts to now break down, making a series of lower lows, and now can't get back over the 25,000 mark. So confirming that basically sentiment is down, and there's not a lot of volatility in the market, and we're consolidating. So basically looking for a breakout of this range. But it's interesting to see the Twitter volume in relation to price. Kind of gives you an idea of what the overall sentiment is. Just another tool, guys, to look at when price is moving up, and kind of when you're trying to get a big picture, stand back and look at price and think, well, is this overbought or whatever. You can also have this sentiment tool now to help you dictate that, because a lot of times, when you're getting a high amount of volume on social media and stuff like that, usually that means the herd's getting frothy, getting excited, maybe a little too bullish, and usually the market corrects off of that stuff. All right, guys, well, that's it for this video. Just thought I'd share that with you. Again, another market tool to analyze these price cycles and what's overbought, what's oversold, help your trading or help your investing if you're adding to your stack to get in at optimal levels. All right, guys, hope that helps. Please hit like and subscribe. And guys, if you're interested in what we're doing, you can head over to tradelikeagenius.com and see what we have over there. We have software packages for TradingView, as well as getting into the room with us and trading alongside us. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.
Trade Genius.